Hi, beloved friends. I'm going to share with you about how to accelerate your transformation into peace and joy and bliss and love, freedom, life. And it has to do with relationships and how we see one another. And I'm taking a very complicated, di- uh, confused route and untangling it is what I'm trying to do in this video. So I did a couple of videos earlier that were just purely to stimulate your inner wisdom. If you tried to listen to them from your logic mind, you would not get it. So you had to really breathe deeply, clearing your mind and breathing into your heart, opening your heart, and then continue to breathe deeply to just receive the deeper message that's hidden because of the programming that we've been going through our entire lives. It's like being a computer that's had virus systems going through it. The the windows, the messages are not clear. So because of these imprinted viruses on top. So this is what I'm hoping to help you access is your quick way to just dissolving all of that and coming right into the core, the truth of who you are, the truth that you can see. And I know this is something that Yeshua, Jesus, the real Yeshua, Ben Joseph, has been trying to give us through A Course of Miracles, A Course of Love, The Way of Mastery. And I've been really working with those a lot. And so I'm trying to give you like a little encapsulation and shortcuts through to your peace and freedom and joy and divine experience. And so if you can realize and recognize that much of what you've been trained in through society, through parents, through schools, through church, through TV, through advertisements, through everything about what is reality, which is very kind of fearful, always anxious, trying to keep up with things, trying to survive, that type of whole package of perspective and belief system. It's not truth. It is this convoluted packaging, matrix, if you want to call it. It's anxiety is not what we were designed to live in. Divine is beauty, love, goodness, truth. Truth is peaceful and warm and blissful, and that's our true baseline for us. And this other reality that we've been brought into, or we've been tricked into, I'm going to say, which we've given our energy to, which we've given our consciousness over to, is something that we don't need. We just don't need it anymore. We are becoming aware. We're awakening up to the this magician's distortion, this distraction that has kept us occupied, while the real truth is what we have access to at any moment when you just decide to. Now, I'm going to also address that the magicians, I'll call them, the ones who've like presented this world of anxiety, of struggling to survive, and that they have the power and you need to work as a little minion slave in order to receive a little bit of crumbs to be able to survive in life. those beings that created this horror movie, or whatever you want to call it, um, have are also letting go of it. They're realizing it's futile, it's not giving me anything from it, it's just all illusion. But the thing is that they have gotten you to believe this illusion so strongly because that's what they felt they needed, this power addiction, psychopaths, um, and they are switching into accepting truth and living truth and letting go of that delusion and illusion. Yet the challenge is they've talked us into it so deeply that we are going to hold them bound to that illusion of fear and power control and manipulation, so that it feels like it backfires on them, where we have always felt like you have to have power over, you've got to attack, or you're being attacked. And so the ones that have let that, as they let go of it, then they have the repercussion of the ones they've talked into believing that attack and retaliation, that they will come back at the people who originated it. Well, that may be the karma and the trauma to go through. But all of us have to let go of the attack and the retaliation mentality. We all need to allow the illusions to dissolve and to just come into the real truth of connecting with our Mother Earth, accepting and appreciating and letting go of all that confused mishmash of stuff, which, as I'm talking to you or as I'm sharing this, I know that there's confused mishmash there, and part of that whole programming is this virus trigger to call a different perspective crazy, and especially to call a truth perspective crazy. It's part of the programming. It's a trigger there. It's almost like if you put a virus into a computer, that when you hit the escape button to get out of the whole, virus, confusion, delusion stuff, that it makes you afraid of the original programming. It makes you reject the original pure, true truth, that what is, you reject. If I put this in the concept of a computer, you reject the entire basic computer, right? That's the programming that's in there. So, as I'm trying to explain this, it's it's crazy. It's just because the delusions and the convolutions that we've been led to believe as being the truth and reality are just so bizarre that trying to translate this bizarre into truth almost doesn't work. And that's why when you read A Course of Miracles and you read A Course of Love and you read The Way of Mastery, it may seem very hard to grasp, because you're trying to grasp it with this convoluted, diluted mind that has been very carefully trained through your whole life and whole upbringing, that really the only thing you could really do is connect with nature. Breathe, make a blank mind, and just connect with nature. Stare at a tree, watch the sky, just watch the squirrels on the grass. That will start bringing you back into your real self, your truthfulness, your beingness. So basically what I want to say in this video is let go of all the perspectives you have about the people in your life, near or far. Realize these perspectives have a lot of illusion in them. And try to make space for truth. Just breathe, be blank, make space. In the blankness, breathe deeply into your heart. Release all that you don't need, whether you're aware of it or not. Continue to breathe deeply. Connect with nature. Take your shortcut to peace.